My name is Cynthia Webb, and we live in Laramie, Wyoming, and we're here because my 11-year-old son did a research project on the Civilian Conservation Corps that this museum opening today honors, and Peggy Saunders, who was in charge, was so impressed with his research that she invited him to speak as their youth ambassador.
Is he the young man who's walking around all dressed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking very uncomfortable in grown-up clothes.
Can we move away from all this stuff? Over here. Yes. Okay, so why did he do that?
I'm a social studies teacher, and I think he comes by it naturally, but really we went to Wind Cave, and he was so fascinated by the work that the gentleman did carrying the cement down into the cave on their backs that he was just intrigued enough to do the research and investigate that for his schoolwork.
Okay, so he's 11 and you're 30s, 40, what?
I wish I was still 30. Let's just not go there.
I said 30s. Well, you're in that range, we'll say. I mean, you're obviously not an elder, and you're so. How important? Let's just cut to the chase. How important do you feel it is for people to be aware of this?
I'm a historian, so that's kind of a given. I think it's incredibly important. I think if you look at our current economic situation, there are a lot of foundations and solutions that come out of the Depression that we should be looking at, and maybe some of the problems come out of the economics of that era. So we're still seeing those consequences today, but moreover, the overall environmental impact of what the CCC did and the programs that came out of the New Deal have saved for us things that I don't think would have been saved if Roosevelt hadn't been as astute as he was in his time.
So it might be a good move for today.
I think it would be brilliant. I would love to see people actually working and rebuilding infrastructure that is going downhill instead of just bailing out fat cats.
Thank you for saying that. I can't. I say it in my column, but I can't say it here. Okay, so I think this guy's pulling out. You pulling out? Yeah.
Not going to give us a lot of time to clear it, is he? Well, they needed the chairs.
So how important do you feel it is what's going on here today?
I think it's very important. I think it's brilliant that they've done this, and I think it's way long overdue that we've honored the men of that era, well, the people of that era, because I think the Depression shows something in the population of this country that, in a way, I think is sadly lost. The way people pulled together and the way people worked to save each other in that time, I think we would be well served to revisit.
I am 11 at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm Andy Weathermon, and I live in Laramie, Wyoming.
And spell your last name.
Weathermon.
So you're not 11 until 8 tonight? Like right now you're not 11?
No, I'm not. I'm still 10.
Okay. I've never heard someone being that precise. Okay, so why are you here today?
Because I did a presentation in 4th grade, and I got a hold of Peggy Saunders, and she invited me to come speak at the opening of this museum.
And the paper was about what?
Civilian Conservation Corps.
And why would a young man your age do a paper about the Civilian Conservation Corps?
I don't know. I went to a couple caves in South Dakota, and I learned about them, and I just thought it was really interesting. So I guess I just went above and beyond. Now I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're 11 and these gentlemen are 80 and 90 years old. Do you feel what's going on here is important, that what they did should be remembered?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Why?
Well, because if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't have Wind Cave as it is now, and people, we wouldn't have what we have now because of what they did, I guess.
Okay. That's good. That's all you need.